潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are now back to our regular program here on All About Darts, and today I am here, your host Robert, Mark, and co-host Bong, James Bond of Darts, and we also have our special guest here, Mr. Stuart Rutten from the Metro Toronto Area Dart League, and he is the president.Okay, so 各位觀眾歡迎嚟到潮玩飛鏢嘅節目。我哋今日嘅嘉賓呢，就係由呢個多倫多飛鏢總會地區飛鏢總會嘅主席，就係 Stuart Rutten， 亦都係一齊有我你嘅主持Robert 同埋我哋嘅邦占士邦我哋嘅 co-host。咁今日咧就我哋揾到呢個主席出嚟訪問。So say hello to everybody, Stuart.
Well, hello everyone. First, I'd like to thank you, Robert and Bong, for having me here. I really appreciate what Bong has been up to as far as promoting darts, and I appreciate the chance to speak with you about this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to All About Darts with Bob, Bubber Mop, and Bong.James Bong Faldas.
OK， 咁我哋歡迎咗我哋嘅主席嚟到呢度接受我哋訪問。咁或者我哋開始嘅時候要問一問佢一啲好大前提嘅問題啦，例如佢嗰個佢個會嘅成立啊、會員啊、佢點樣同呢個飛鏢有拉上嘅關係啊咁樣啦。So we start off with asking some.Very basic questions that we all ask our guests all the time. Essentially, we want to know from Stuart, you maybe tell us a little bit first about the Metro Toronto Area Dart League, how long it has been established, and what kind of number of members it has.
Well, Metro's been around 30-some years.It's currently just over 200 members. It's been much larger. It's dropped off. But at this point, we've got generally a small amount of members that are centered in young and egg. And we cater mostly to some recreational shooters with a few more competitive shooters playing in the higher leagues.So
just to follow up, you said you kind of infer that you have location at Yonge and Eglinton or something like that. Am I correct?
Yeah, most of our venues are near Yonge and Egg, but we spread out along the Danforth a bit and up and down Yonge, but pretty regional league.
Is it sort of like mostly pool halls and taverns when we come to talk about these venues?Yeah,
well, I don't think it's really the small tavern anymore, and not many pool halls. We get some restaurants now, some larger things like the Firkin restaurants, but that's about where we're at.
Okay. 咁我問一問究竟我哋呢個會究竟成立咗幾耐啊？有幾多會員啊？咁主席咧就話俾我聽，佢哋係有30幾年嘅歷史，亦都係有200幾個會員。咁佢哋通常咧都係積聚響呢個欣街啊同 Eglinton 嘅一帶啊，甚至係有啲響另外嘅一邊嗰度。但係佢哋亦都係嗰啲好少 pool hall， 但係都有大型嘅酒家啊，即係酒吧啊咁樣喺嗰度呢啲會員係會集結喺嗰度嘅。So yeah, let me ask Stuart here then.What's your involvement with darts? Did you start very young? Tell our audience a little bit. And where's hometown? Tell us a little bit.
Well, I'm originally from Wyoming, and I actually never picked up a dart until I came here to Canada. And it was about, I would imagine 12, 13 years ago. I went down just to fill in for some folks in Metro and haven't stopped playing since.Okay,
I'm confused a little bit with my geography here. So Wyoming, which state is that?
Wyoming, it's under Montana, but that's not going to help either. It's just south of Alberta or Calgary, maybe just lost somewhere in North America.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, how long have you been in Canada again?
Since about 2000. It's been a while. I zipped off to England for a little bit, but.
And when did you start playing darts? As a young boy, or?
Well, it sort of happened when I was just finishing my PhD. I had a friend of mine who needed a person to come in and fill in for a dart team. So about 14 years ago, I showed up one Tuesday to throw darts, and I'm still playing with some of the same guys.
Well, I want to follow up on this question. So you have a doctorate. What area do you study in? It's very interesting.
Well, I have a PhD in medieval studies,
okay.
but I don't really use it too much anymore.
Oh, well, there might be a connection there. Okay, let me carry on here for a second. 我哋咧就係問一問我哋嘉賓，我話佢幾時開始玩飛鏢啊？咁佢話佢都好細個啦，即係都唔係細個 ，sorry， 佢係即係讀完博士之後，原來佢係有一個博士學位嘅，佢係一個古代歷史博士學嘅，即係嗰啲咁同啲武士嘅時代研究有關嘅。咁佢亦都喺美國嚟，咁係美國人嚟嘅。咁佢係2000年左右就嚟到加拿大啦。咁就一直都參加咗好多飛鏢嘅活動，嗰邊嘅繼續。So it's all very interesting background, Stuart, and we want to know now a little bit about the club and its activity, and maybe Bong will ask some questions and lead it off.
Stuart Rutten is the president of the Metro Toronto Area Dart League. Since when did you become a president of this Dart League, Stu?
Well, I joined the board 2 years ago, and this is my first year as president. It seems to be going okay. The league's still around, despite whatever I do to it.
So what have you done to it in 2 years' time? You don't have to say a whole lot of achievements. Sometimes just keeping the club the way it is pretty good, right?
Well, one of the things that we actually have done over the past 2 years is we've been able to work with Queen Street Dart League, and we've created a crossover division for our better players who wanted to have a bit more competition, and it was difficult to work through. But we were able to get together between two leagues, and that's going fairly well. We hope that can continue.
Okay, 咁我就問我哋嘉賓佢究竟做咗主席幾耐啊？幫我問佢其實，咁佢就話大約2年前開始佢就做咗呢個會嘅主席。咁我哋繼續問佢佢究竟對呢2年之內對個會嘅貢獻影響有咩可以講得出嚟呢？因為即係2年時間又唔係太過長，但係有時2年都可以做好多嘢，或者可以唔做嘢，令到個會繼續生存。咁佢都好講笑咁，佢話起碼我冇整冧個會啊嚇。咁其中一樣最重要嘅嘢佢講出就係話2年之內呢，佢上任之後呢。就將呢個會同埋呢個皇后街 Queen Street 嗰度嗰個飛鏢會咧掛上咗鈎，咁令到佢啲會員可以響兩邊都有啲活動，咁呢個係一件好好嘅事嚟嘅。So maybe we have talked to somebody from Queen Street Dart League before. Have we, Bong? Do you in your recollection?
Cliff Whitty.
Oh, Cliff was from there. Yeah. Oh, okay. And that was quite a few weeks ago, depending on when it actually went on the air. And I think, we did interview somebody from there too, and that's a very good idea. And so now, other than that, Stuart, do you guys have a particular day of the week where you get together or anything like that in the league?
Well, normal league night is Tuesday nights, but what we're trying to do now is arrange more kind of get-together shoots, not just for our own league members, but to try and introduce new members who are in the GTA core area to darts, to get together, meet new people from the league, and we try to do those on Fridays and Saturdays, and we post those whenever we can on our site.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you have a site. Is that a website or is it a Facebook site?
Well, we have both, www.mtadl.com and then our...
MTA, pardon me, slowly?
MTADL.
Oh, DL, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just the abbreviation of every word in there. .com or CA?
.com.
.com. Okay, so 主席話俾我哋聽咧，就係佢哋咧就每逢禮拜二咧就係聚集嘅玩飛鏢嘅，咁同埋咧佢咧就係佢哋亦都有一個網址嘅，就係3個 W MTADL.com， 即係佢每一個字母頭啦，每一個字嘅 Metro Toronto Area .lead 每一個字嘅第一個字母.com。咁咧，佢哋咧就而家鼓勵啲新嘅會員參加同埋去活動嘅。So I think that's a very good start to this interview, and we're gonna have to come back a little later after we get to our sponsors and deliver our message to you. So after the break, we would get into more details and. Talking with Stuart Rutten here, and I'm your host Robert, and co-host James Bond, and we'll be back in exactly a few minutes. Okay, thank you.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
O'Connor Dental Care 全科牙醫服務，緊急護理、美白、種牙、箍牙專家，憑質素卡享9折。地址1871號 O'Connor Drive， 電話416-759-0895。
For all your dental needs plus savings on denture whitening braces and wisdom tooth extraction, visit O'Connor Dental Care, 1871 O'Connor Drive, Toronto, 416-759-0895。
Tikka 印度美食，美味燒雞、傳統咖喱、燒薄餅，食過翻尋味。另有純素食食譜，地址喺6001號14街，電話905-2016-767，招數街享有85折優惠。
Tikka Indian Delight at 6001 14th Avenue, Markham, 905-201-6767. Jitsu card 15% off.
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
質素卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, we're back again to All About Darts, and we'll be interviewing our guest today, Stuart Rutten from Metro Toronto Area .leaked, and of course I'm here, your host Robert, and my co-host here, Bond, Jim's Bong. So, anyways, last thing we left off was talking to Stuart about some of the things happening around his league. But now we go back a little and ask, hey, Stuart, where do you work, and do you have family? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, right now I returned home from England a little while ago to do research out of my home. I can't really talk about it too much. I do specific industry research. But I also work part-time for FG Bradley selling darts. And I'm trying very hard to get more interest for new dart players coming through FG Bradley's to kind of get them into the leagues or at least meeting new people.
Oh, so you mentioned that you go to UK. Is that a lot of fun these days? I was there once only business many years ago, and was it a business trip?
Well, I was working in the UK for 3 years. I was running a project over there, writing a medieval dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't working out with my family. My family's back here, and I came back to be with them.
Okay. 咁我哋而家就翻返嚟呢啲節目嗰度繼續訪問我哋嘅嘉賓Stuart Rutten。佢啱講到佢就係啱響英國翻嚟，佢平日咧就為一間 Bradley 嘅公司做嘢，佢係賣飛鏢嘅嗰間公司，或者飛鏢板啊、飛鏢啊咁啊，大家都有聽過。咁佢就而家翻咗嚟呢度做緊一啲，佢喺英國嗰陣時做緊一啲研究咧，係寫一部字典係關於古裝古時代武士嘅年代嘅。咁即係都好有即係文學修養啊，正所謂。And so now I'll point my finger here as the co-host who's gonna ask some more in-depth questions of Stuart here.
Aside from Metro Toronto Area Dart League, Stuart, which league are you playing, and how many days or how many nights are you involved with playing darts?
Well, right now I'm playing too many nights. Right, one of the things that I like about darts is playing across different dart communities. So, like on Monday, I'm playing with the Darts Live Global Dart League. That's the soft tip darts. Metro on Tuesday. I'll play Scarborough City on Wednesday. Then there's a small league downtown, Toronto Players Dart League for Thursdays. And then, I try to get to a tournament here and there on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. It's a very busy life, so of course my next follow-up question a little bit will be that are you, Stuart, are you representing Ontario ever, or you up in that area?
No, I'm representing Metro going to Ontario, but I don't think I'll ever represent Ontario.
No, don't be humble. One of these days, sooner or later, if you put your heart at it, you can be anything you want to be.
Well, I mean, if I show up at Bong's practice sections more, that probably would be the best thing for me.
Why did you say that?
No, it's just because of time. I haven't really been able to put in the actual practice that I should, and I do know what you're doing up here, Bong, and I really do appreciate what you're doing, and I do hope that other people can get up here and I don't know if you remember, 2 years ago I did show up with you one time, but that was just before my shoulder surgery, and I haven't had a chance to get back since.
Yeah, in 2 years I produced a lot of champions in Metro Toronto, in Toronto Players Darts Association, and Scarborough City Dart League, and some other dart leagues.
And so Stuart will be the next one if he ever shows up and do some practice. Is that it?
Yeah.
He's still thinking about it.
Okay. 咁我哋講緊呢個問題咧，就係話究竟我哋呢位主席佢有冇料到咧？究竟係咪一個好成功嘅飛鏢人士咧？咁我問佢有冇代表過安省啊？好似我哋以前啲訪問一樣，代表全國啊或者乜嘢？咁佢就話，因為佢禮拜一又玩，禮拜二又玩，但係從來都好少去呢個走上嚟同我哋嘅阿邦師傅學習，所以咧就生疏就技術唔夠啊！佢到而家咧都仲未可以代表安省，佢係有參加呢啲比賽，代表佢嗰個會，但係就出唔到線。咁呢個都係時間問題。我話如果有恒心嘅話咧，一定做得到嘅。Okay, so now You got any more stuff up your sleeve here, Bon? Did you want to ask Stuart?
You mentioned about working with FG Bradley. FG Bradley is one of the distributors of darts of all kinds in Greater Toronto area. What is your role there, Stuart, if you don't mind?
Well, right now I'm really just doing sales, but I'm kind of focusing on the way that they're marketing darts and what they're bringing in. I think FG Bradley's does a very nice job of making darts accessible to new players by not forcing them to start with expensive darts, but actually to produce good beginner level darts and
economy darts, eh? So, yeah, you got to cater to the mass of people who wants to get into the game, but they're never too expensive in my mind to get a set of darts. However, I always have a question in my mind because maybe I didn't do my research and all that. Maybe I didn't ask the right people, and this is as good a person to ask at this point since we have a conversation earlier when you mentioned there are female members, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But first question I ask, since we're on the subject of darts, is that between the two of you, tell us, is there something as even a lighter dart for women, especially, if there's such a thing, because you're in the product of darts? Would there be any rules and regulations that will prevent the development of such darts?
Well, I mean, there are rules and regulations about soft tip darts and steel tip darts,
Right.
and they do vary between the two leagues. But as far as gender differences, no, not in the leagues around here. Generally, I've found that a slightly heavier dart for women helps them if they tend to lob the dart a little bit more. But basically, it's kind of find the dart that works for you, and just go and try a bunch of darts. And
I went to FG Bradley one time for their promotions of darts, wherein if you hit a bullseye, you have a 15% discount. If you hit a triple, you have like a 10% discount. One salesperson there asked me if I could throw a lady dart. And I said there is no such thing as a lady darts because they are all the same according to my experience. But she gave me a pink colored darts for women.
Interesting.
So I said, compared to my darts and compared to this pink darts, the pink colored darts, it's the same to me because I could hit bullseye whenever I want to.
But in our interviews earlier, I realized that there are a range of weights that one could use legally. So therefore, and really, we're not talking about taking a big stick and go beat up on somebody. So it makes no advantage, so to speak, in my mind, for a lady to have a lighter dart, But Bond here does offer up a funny angle about how somebody could have a pink color decorative dart, right?
Yep.
But I also on this subject, I also have another thought in my mind, was that if we always see this in the dart, there's only 4 pieces in the back there for lifting, right? Could you add more fins, so to speak? Is it legal one day? Can you see that it's legal one day? Do that to 6 fin or something, and would help really in theory?
well, there is actually one that's a 3 now.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to try it out. I mean, have you tried that one?
Steve Brown invented this 3 thing.
Yeah, but it's illegal. It's
It's from
illegal.
UK,
3
yeah.
3 is illegal.
Yes. But there's a lot of spin there because it is not straight. It's a little bit curvy.
Yeah. So is more better or more fins better? or less
Every
fin?
dart player have this different style. In the top 200 in the world, not 2 of them have the same style.
Yes.
That's why we have thousands of darts accessories and dart signatures.
OK。咁我哋啱講到一個好有趣嘅問題嘅，因為Stuart 咧佢喺呢間做飛鏢嘅公司嗰度做銷售嘅，咁我哋問呢個問題就係話咁究竟我哋會唔會有將來有啲3塊6塊葉嘅飛鏢咧後邊咁佢話原來有啲3塊葉嘅已經有咗啦。 咁最搞笑嘅就係邦邦佢話有一次佢去到呢間公司嗰度咁人哋話你唔要試下一個女士嘅飛鏢啊？佢話咩叫女士飛鏢啊？我都未聽過。咁原來人哋解釋佢聽，因為呢個女士飛鏢係有粉紅色嘅嗰啲後尾嗰啲飛葉，咁即係話即係其實係冇分別嘅，嚴格啲嚟講，因為個賽例嗰度已經分析咗同埋決定咗係有一定嘅重量，一個由低至高嘅重量分配，所以係冇可能嘅。咁亦都冇啲咩特別嘅有利嘅方向俾女士嘅。咁所以呢一個亦都係一個好有趣嘅討論。And so yeah, this was a very interesting discussion because we digress into darts design. But right now at this point, we got to go away again to get another message from our sponsors and advertisers. So when we come back, we will get ourselves more into the league and Stuart and see what he can tell us all about this game. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
O'Connor Dental Care 全科牙醫服務，緊急護理、美白、種牙、箍牙專家，憑質素卡向9折，地址1871號 O'Connor Drive， 電話416-759-0895。
For all your dental needs plus savings on denture whitening braces and wisdom tooth extraction, visit O'Connor Dental Care, 1871 O'Connor Drive, Toronto, 416-759-0895。
Tikka 印度美食，美味燒雞、傳統咖喱、燒薄餅，食過翻尋味，另有純素食食譜，地址喺6001號14街，電話905-2016767，追數街享有85折優惠。
Tikka Indian Delight at 6001 14th Avenue, Markham, 905-201-6767. Jitso Card 15% off。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
質素卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 ，All About Darts。
各位聽眾，我哋歡迎你翻到嚟呢個潮玩飛鏢嘅節目。我係你嘅主持 Robert Lock， 就係仲有我哋另一位主持就係阿邦邦 James Bond 啊。咁今日我哋亦都有嘉賓，就係呢個多倫多地區飛鏢協會嘅主席Stuart Rutten， 佢嚟接受我哋訪問，就同我哋講解一下佢個會佢自己嘅關於咁呢個訪問呢，我哋而家繼續係第3個部分啦。咁我哋首先講嘅就係或者同佢講下佢嘅佢哋個會嘅女士嘅問題啦，或者講佢成分啦。So let's get back into this program here, all about darts, and we're going to continue to interview Stuart Rutten, president of Metro Toronto Area Dart League. And Stuart, we talked about, while we were off the air, a little bit about composition, gender composition of your league. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about women in your league, females. What portions are they? What numbers are they?
Well, right now, we've got perhaps around 30 women in a league of over 200 people. I feel that's pretty small, but it's representative of other leagues around. I'm hoping that changes. I know dart companies like Harrows and Puma are marketing to women now, creating the pink Lady Diva darts or something like that. And because darts is so non-gender specific, I really feel that it would be a good thing that over time, when more women start joining and playing against the guys.
咁其實呢個問題就係話究竟有幾多女士喺呢個會裏頭呢？咁啊，蕭慧話俾我哋聽，以佢哋為例，佢哋有200幾個會員呢，有30個左右嘅係女士嘅。咁呢個都唔係太多，大約我諗係15% 度啦。咁佢當然希望會有更加多嘅女士嚟參加啦。咁其中一樣嘢佢提到嘅就係話，因為嗰啲飛鏢本身係太過中性啊，不分男女，飛鏢係嗰個飛鏢本身。咁但係而家咧開始有啲人咧係做嗰啲飛鏢咧係專為女士而設㗎。咁話咁女士又唔係輕啲咧，梗唔係啦。女士嘅飛鏢咧就係靚啲，又唔係輕啲啊。有啲所謂粉紅色啊，或者其他色彩啊咁樣嘅。咁我哋都要繼續向呢個問題嗰度再一個深入問落去。So Stuart, you mentioned that that there are now darts catering to female dart players, and you mentioned something about pink darts, right? So I think my obvious question I want to follow up on is the fact that I presume it is legally for people to customize their own darts by putting stickers, their own stickers on the fins there, or have somebody sell them stickers. Is it legal as long as it's within the weight of the darts requirements?
Well, I haven't seen a whole lot of stickers. I have seen printed flights, and even more so, dart companies are helping players customize their shafts and their flights in such a way that their darts can become sort of personalized on their own. And again, I think that it does help the darts, as is any technological advancement that I think is coming out there. Some are based on money, but some do really help the thrower.
Well, it's motivational for one thing. I mean, anything to break sometimes the monotony of playing with the same old thing over and over again, right? So that's a very good point. 其實我哋講嚟講去都係話，究竟有冇啲人可以自己去正所謂自己去將啲飛鏢去化妝，或者係將啲飛鏢去做到自己私有嘅即係好似黏一啲貼紙落去啊，或者甚至乎做其他嘢咧。咁其實而家應該有啦，已經嗰啲售賣嗰啲咧有好多已經係印住咗嘢。咁即係呢一個都係令到嗰啲其他想玩飛鏢嘅女士咧更加有興趣去玩嘅。Okay, now
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Metro Toronto Area Dart League Ladies A team for winning the championship in the last 2015 Darts Ontario Affiliate Team Championship. They are Janet Melns, team captain, Sarah Lidisma de Pedro, Georgina Myers, Heather Carlisle, Claudia Latouche, Daniela Podsedsley, Vanessa Bray, Pat Knightley, and Ethel Sadyakalalo.
So let me ask, is this anything related to that St. Catharines thing that we talk about in some of the earlier shows where, the Ontario people get together?
Usually the Darts Ontario Provincials is only for singles and mixed doubles.
Right.
But this is the team affiliate of the Darts Ontario, wherein teams that won will be the host of the next year's tournament.
Oh, so...
And Metro Toronto has won. In the past 25 years that I know of, this is the first time that Metro Toronto A Division ladies team won. Maybe it's because of the leadership of too rotten, or I don't know.
I
could ask him.
would like to say that that's not the case, because if anybody thinks that I suggested that, I will then lose the last 28 ladies that we have in our league. So why don't we just say that I am very happy with the ladies we do have in our league. We have a very great set of ladies playing in our league. Many of them are on the board and captaining teams, and these ladies are really ones that kind of show you that it is worth playing together and bringing more ladies in and making them part of your league.
Just a follow-up question then is the fact that this affiliate team championship, how many teams were involved in this contest?
In that particular one, there were 5 from around southeastern, southern Ontario. It was a good set of teams. We did know some of them from the past, so it was quite an achievement for these ladies.
Just a connection from one of our previous interviews. We had remember Bong. We have a 64-person tournament. Remember that?
This 64-person
elimination
tournament is different.
I know.
They're men
Would
singles.
Stewart? I thought there's a women's.
There's only few
mixed.
women.
No, that was mixed.
Like
no
Cindy
team.
Party Hayhurst, she is from Alberta.
Yeah.
She married to a dart player, Terry Hayhurst from Barrie.
I remember now.
And
That
she's
one.
one of the national players representing Alberta.
Yeah, that one. I remember the elimination is not for teams. It's singles.
Yeah,
I remember.
singles.
But that's an exciting tournament as well.
And if anybody wants to drop out and give me their spot, I am not working on Sunday after all.
Yeah, everybody wants to go into that one. Okay, so我哋講到咧就係最近呢個多倫多呢個飛鏢總會裏頭，佢哋講緊呢個最近嘅一個成就咧，就係2015年嘅安省飛鏢聯會嘅冠軍咧。就係佢哋啦，咁佢哋呢一隊女士咧，一共有1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9個人喺嗰度，咁亦都係一個好好嘅成就嚟嘅。咁其中一樣嘢講到好搞笑嘅就係話，咁阿邦邦就話究竟主席係咪歸功於你咧？主席話唔可以咁講嘅，因為如果再係咁講，嗰啲女仔就會唔同佢玩噶啦嚇，佢只不過係即係盡咗一分綿力，呢個唔係佢嘅功勞，只不過佢嘅會裏頭嗰啲女士證明咗佢哋大家一齊當大家一齊做嘢嘅時候，會有一啲咩嘅後果嘅。So maybe another quick question. Maybe I see here something about an awards night banquet. When's that coming? Just briefly talk about it while we have 2 more minutes on this segment.
Well, I mean, our season's about to come to an end. It will be finishing sometime in April, and then we always like to finish up the season with a really nice party. This year it's going to be May 23rd. This is a way to kind of get the whole league together from all the divisions to just kind of meet and just have fun together as a group of people.
So what is if it ends in April, when does it start?
Well, we start in October. We try to start registering teams and getting people together in September. But our website's always open. We're hoping that people are always contacting us, asking about teams, or come to our Facebook page, Metro Toronto's Facebook page, and we will find you a spot to play.
Okay. 咁我哋就講到佢哋1年1度嘅晚餐宴會，2015年嘅，咁佢話係5月22號，佢哋個每一年嗰個開始咧，就係9月啊、10月啊嗰陣時開始就會季，即係開季，咁去到大約係4月嘅時間咧，就係一個即係季節完咗。咁所以佢哋咁樣嘅做法嘅時候，佢喺5月嘅時候咧就會開一個 慶祝會啦、餐舞會之類啦。咁亦都係象徵住佢個年度嘅結束。但係佢個網址係全年都開嘅，所以各位如果有咩需要嘅話呢，最好正如我哋所講，去佢個網址嗰度睇一睇。咁我哋就會有好好嘅概念啊，對於佢哋究竟有咩活動啊，有咩佢哋當然希望大家參加啦。So at this point, we want to jump over a little bit and take a rest. We'll be back a little later with our final segment. So we'll see you guys in a minute.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
O'Connor Dental Care 全科牙醫服務，緊急護理、美白、種牙、箍牙專家，憑質素卡向9折。地址1871號 O'Connor Drive，電話416-759-0895。
For all your dental needs plus savings on denture whitening braces and wisdom tooth extraction, visit O'Connor Dental Care, 1871 O'Connor Drive, Toronto, 416-759-0895。
Tikka 印度美食美味燒雞、傳統咖喱、燒薄餅，食過翻尋味。另有純素食食譜，地址喺6001號14街，電話905-2016767，張數卡享有85折優惠。
Tikka Indian Delight at 6001 14th Avenue, Markham, 905-201-6767. Jitsu Card 15% off。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
質素卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, we're back here again at our program All About Darts, and as usual, this is our fourth segment. So Bong is going to give us an update on the latest and greatest on activities on darts all around Ontario. And there you go, Bong.
March 13, Friday. Drawn doubles prior to the Youth Provincial Championships. It's $1,000 guaranteed prize. Entry fee is $12 per person. Saturday, March 14, payout is 50-50, $10 per person. It will be at the Holiday Inn Hotel, 327 Ontario Street, St. Catharines, Ontario. Registration of both events, Friday, Saturday, closes at 7:30 p.m. Come and support Ontario's youth dart players. Adults and youth will be drawn as partners. For more information, contact Darts Ontario Youth Director, Marjorie Alardes, 613-544-5360。
OK， 各位，我哋嘅活動呢，就係禮拜五3月13號，咁嗰度呢，就會有一個double 嘅就係響呢個青年安省比賽冠軍比賽之前做嘅，有1000蚊嘅獎金擔保，咁入場費呢係每人12蚊。禮拜六3月14號呢，亦都係10蚊每一位，而有50-50嘅投放獎金嘅費用嘅。咁 Holiday Inn 就係響嗰度發生，就係響327號 Ontario Street St. Catharines 嗰度。咁登記呢就係禮拜五同禮拜六7點半，咁就歡迎各位去嗰度就參加欣賞大家共同享受。 咁呢個通知嘅資料呢，就有個叫 Marjorie 嘅，係613-544-5360。
The 8th President's Cup Challenge, Royal Canadian Legion Branch 101, 3850 Lakeshore Boulevard West, Toronto. Friday, March 13, 8 p.m., drawn doubles, no rankings. Saturday, March 14, 10 a.m., doubles play begins. Singles to follow doubles. Team to follow singles. Contact Etobicoke Pub Dart League, Larry Lonan, 416-220-5548。
咁喺13號同14號3月禮拜5同禮拜6呢，就有第8屆嘅總統杯比賽，就係喺呢個 Canadian Legion 1013850 Lakeshore 嗰度 Toronto。禮拜5就係8點鐘夜晚黑，不分呢個排名嘅。咁亦都係禮拜6、14號就係10點鐘朝頭早，禮拜5就係夜晚嚇，冇搞錯。禮拜6就係朝頭早。咁佢哋先玩呢個 double， 跟住玩 single。然之後咧嗰啲一對對嗰啲咧就去就跟住個 single 之後。咁你如果要接觸嘅咧，就係 Etobicoke Pub Dart League 嗰度一個叫 Larry 嘅人，416-205548。
Saturday, March 14, Lynn Robertson Memorial Dart Tournament, hosted by Peel Ladies Dart League. Registration at 9 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Game starts at 10 a.m. Mixed doubles, men's doubles, ladies doubles. Royal Canadian Legion Branch 15, 80 Mary Street, Brampton, Ontario. Entry fee is $15 per event. For more information, call Denise Martin and Sharon Moss, 647-720-2809. Darts Ontario Provincials and Easter Open, April 3 to April 5. Holiday Inn Hotel and Conference Center, 327 Ontario Street, St. Catharines, Ontario. Call 905-688-2324.
嗱，咁咧禮拜614號咧話，而家呢度好多節目啊！呢個月就係因為可能季尾嘅問題啊，有一個 Lynn Robertson 嘅紀念飛鏢大賽，咁咧就係皮爾區女子飛鏢會嘅，咁登記咧就係9點鐘至9點45分朝頭早，10點鐘就開始比賽，咁有各種各樣嘅雙打嘅，咁佢哋嘅地點咧就係因為 Royal Canadian Legion 咧又係Branch 15，就係80號 Mary Street Brampton 905-451-9569，入場費每人15蚊或者每一個項目15蚊。咁如果需要多啲資料嘅話咧，可以問佢哋一個 Denise 或者係 Sharon 647-720-2809，亦都係安省選拔賽嘅時候啦，呢個就係4月3號至5號，就係復活節嘅。咁呢個就喺 Holiday Inn 嗰度，就係327 Ontario Street St. Catharines， 我哋以前都有講過，就係905-688-2324。咁即係咧，到時咧就會全安省最勁嘅飛鏢手都喺晒嗰度，希望為安省出線啦。
The second annual Barrie Pub Dart League Fun Darts Tournament will be March 14, Saturday. Tournament 1, blind draw doubles, $10 per person. Tournament 2, open doubles, $40 per team. Lots of raffles, draws, and baskets plus 50-50 throughout the day. Call Sue or Jamie Courts, 705-252-3712. Julie Jones, 705-487-2478. Registration at 10 o'clock in the morning at Army Navy Air Force Club, 7 George Street, Barrie, Ontario.
咁3月14號咧，禮拜6咧，亦都有個第2屆嘅 Barrie 市嘅Dart League Pub Dart League 嘅，亦都有個比賽。咁第一個比賽咧就係double 同埋10蚊每位嘅。咁就咁呢個係都係呢個淘汰賽嚟嘅。第二個比賽咧就係亦都係 open double， 就係40蚊一隊。咁亦都有好多獎品啊、嘢啊咁樣嘅。 咁如果邊個想去參加嘅咧，可以打電話俾一個叫 Sue 或者 Jimmy 係705-252-3712，或者一個叫 Julie Jones 嘅705-487-2478，咁就係10點鐘登記，就響呢個叫做 Army Navy 同 Air Force 三軍嘅 club 7號 George Street Barrie Ontario 嘅。Okay, so that concludes our activity on darts, and we go back into our activity here to talk about a little bit more with Stuart. So so let's talk about a little bit with Stuart about some of the things that we haven't talked about yet, and that is 2014 First Division Championships, for instance. Tell us a bit about that.
Last year I was on the Metro team that won the 2014 championship, so we're hosting it this year. We'll have 8 teams from around, again, southern Ontario. We're hoping to defend. We'll see. There's always tough teams that are coming in, though, but we're looking forward to that.
Where is the venue, Stu, if you could remember?
The first division venue, that's going to be at branch 1/42, which is Coxwell and Greenwood. And if anyone is interested, the second division is at branch 345, and the third division will be in Scarborough at branch 73. I can't remember offhand where the premier is.
Okay, and so these First Division champions is mostly teams from Southern Ontario playing, am I correct?
Yeah. We'll have Brampton, Bramalea, Scarborough City will send in a team, Scarborough Pub, but we'll also get a team from Hamilton and a few farther out.
Yeah, so it's, as you mentioned earlier, maybe about 8 teams last time in 2014.
And we'll have 8 teams this year.
Yeah, so these teams, how many are on the team, and are they mixed?
No, this one's particularly it's called the Open, but it's men, and it'll be 8-man team.
Okay.
Although next year there will be a mixed event for Darts Ontario.
Oh, okay. 咁我哋就要講一講佢哋喺2014年嘅時候咧，就喺一個 First Division 嘅比賽嗰度咧，佢哋呢個 Metro Toronto Area Dart League 咧就奪咗標。咁係一共有8隊參加，大部分都喺南安省嗰度嚟嘅。咁所以佢哋咧就都好慶幸。咁and also maybe there's something here that in our notes a little bit about Scarborough City Dart League and Toronto Players Dart League. Can you very quickly tell us what's your involvement there?
Well, I mean, Scarborough City Dart League is very similar to Metro. It's kind of a regional league. But Toronto Players Dart League, which is, again, based downtown in the GTA, it's a different type of league, and I think one of the nice things that's going on right now is that leagues are evolving to adapt to players, because the old structure maybe isn't working for everyone, and so Toronto Players is doing that for people. That's on Thursdays, and it's a lot more darts and a lot less sitting around and talking about darts.
So you play there, right?
Yeah, and I do that on Thursdays.
Okay. 咁我哋提到就係話有一個叫 Scarborough City Dart League 或者 Toronto Players Dart League，原來 Stuart 都有喺嗰度玩嘅。咁佢都好忙嘅人嚟嘅。咁我哋好多謝今日佢接受我哋嘅訪問。So thank you, Stuart, for coming to our show from your very busy schedule. And we're happy to have you on our show and explain to us about your league and yourself. On behalf of the station and Bong here, thank you very much, and we appreciate that. And you can say goodbye to the audience.
Okay. Well, I wanted to thank you too again. Thank you, Bong, for what you're doing to promote darts, and thank you, Vam, for having us, letting us talk about the sport that we love.
Thank you very much. And Tijuan Fabiu.
OK， 潮玩飛鏢又係阿邦嘅最新口號，我諗佢就嚟可以100%啦。嗱，我哋時間又冇啦，咁好多謝各位收睇，多謝，我哋下次再見。
語電台着數多。
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
O'Connor Dental Care 全科牙醫服務，緊急護理，美白種牙箍牙專家，憑質素卡享9折。地址1871號 O'Connor Drive，電話416-759-0895。
For all your dental needs plus savings on denture whitening braces and wisdom tooth extraction, visit O'Connor Dental Care, 1871 O'Connor Drive, Toronto, 416-759-0895。
Tikka 印度美食，美味燒雞、傳統咖喱、燒薄餅，食過翻尋味。另有純素食食譜，地址喺6001號14街，電話905-2016-767，追數家享有85折優惠。
Tikka Indian Delight at 6001 14th Avenue, Markham, 905-201-6767. Jitsu Card 15% off。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
質素卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。